Hey everyone, welcome back to Life in Motion. I'm Kate, and I am so excited you're here today.
And I'm Alex. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects so many of us, overthinking and staying silent even when we want to speak.
Oh, yes, it's that moment when you have a sentence in your head, perfect in your mind, and then nothing comes out.
Yep, I call it the mute brain syndrome. Your head is full of words, but your mouth is on vacation.
Exactly. And we're going to fix that today. This is all about stop thinking and start talking. You'll get practical tips, exercises, mindset hacks, and even some fun challenges.
And before we start, quick favor. If you enjoy this episode, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment with one small sentence you'll say in English today. That's your first tiny step.
I love that. Now, let's begin with something we both know too well: fear of making mistakes.
Ah, yes, that inner critic. Mine sounds like a strict teacher. Wait, don't say that. Your grammar is wrong.
And mine is like a gossiping friend. Everyone will laugh at you.
The problem is, this fear is loud. It keeps us from speaking even though we know the words.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. Most of your fear is just in your head. People are usually kind. They aren't judging you as harshly as your brain thinks.
That reminds me of a story. Once I was on a video call with native speakers. I had practiced my sentences perfectly in my head, and then my name was called. My brain went blank.
Oh no.
Yep, I ended up saying, "Yes, I agree," super short, when I had a full idea ready. After the call, I thought, why didn't I just speak?
That is so relatable. I had a similar moment in a bakery while traveling. I practiced, "Hi, can I have a chocolate cake, please?" And when it was my turn, the cashier spoke quickly and I said, I cake this, please." And I pointed like a lost child.
Classic. But you got the cake, right?
Yes, and the cashier smiled. That's the point. Communication happens even when it's imperfect.
Exactly. And that's what we want you to remember. Perfect sentences are not required. Small sentences are enough.
So, tip number 1, micro sentences. Don't wait to say the perfect, long, beautiful sentence. Instead of, "I've always been interested in improving my communication skills," just say, "I want to speak better."
Step 2, reaction words. Short phrases like, "Oh, really? I get you," or "That's interesting." They help start a conversation and give your brain time to find the next sentence.
And step 3, ready phrases. These are simple, practical sentences you practice so they come automatically. Examples: "Sorry, can you repeat that? Can I ask a quick question? Hi, can I get a coffee, please?"
When you have a few ready phrases, your brain doesn't overthink. Your mouth just moves, and that's the magic.
And practice doesn't have to be scary. Talk to yourself while cooking. Record a short voice note, or even talk in front of the mirror.
Tiny mindset shift. Instead of saying, "My English is terrible," say, "My English is under construction." One small change, huge effect on courage.
And here's a fun trick. Pretend you're teaching someone English. Explain a word, a phrase, or a story. Suddenly, mistakes don't matter anymore.
And tiny wins count. Even one small sentence is progress. Over time, all these micro actions build courage muscles.
All right, Alex, let's talk about why so many learners stay quiet even when they know the words.
Ah, yes. Fear, perfectionism, and old memories. All three can trap you in silence.
I totally get that. I still remember in high school, we had to read a short text in English. I mispronounced one word and my friend laughed.
Ouch.
Yeah, I smiled on the outside, but inside I thought, okay, next time I'll just stay quiet. That one little moment stayed with me for years.
Same here. A teacher once corrected me in a very cold way. I stopped raising my hand after that. And honestly, many people still carry these memories into adulthood.
That's why today we're focusing on practical exercises to slowly rebuild confidence. Tiny steps, daily practice, and positive reinforcement.
Exactly. Step 1. Talk to yourself in English every day, while cooking, while walking, while brushing your teeth. Narrate your actions. For example, now I cut the vegetables. Next, I'll boil water.
And step 2, voice notes to a safe friend. Tell them, my English isn't perfect, but I want to practice. Short messages, 1 or 2 sentences.
Step 3. Mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and speak about your day. Try, today I feel happy. I learned something new. I want to practice more English.
Step 4, micro conversations in public. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Ask one question, make one comment, or greet someone in English. Tiny actions count.
And step 5, rename your fear. Instead of I can't talk, try I feel nervous, but I can still speak. It changes the game mentally.
Step 6, celebrate mini wins. Every tiny sentence counts. Even a yes, thank you, or I agree is progress.
Step 7, gamify your practice. Give yourself points for each sentence you speak. By the end of the week, track how many points you earned. It's motivating and fun.
And here's something we both love. Link English to fun activities. Cooking, walking, listening to music, or watching your favorite series. Speak along, narrate, or mimic dialogues.
Yes, and tiny challenges make it exciting. For example, today speak 5 sentences to yourself in English. Tomorrow, 1 sentence to a friend. Step by step, your confidence grows.
And while we're at it, let's talk about perfectionism. A lot of learners freeze because they want the perfect sentence.
Oh yes, that perfect or nothing mindset is a trap. Waiting for perfection is like waiting for the perfect bus. You miss all the buses.
Exactly. Instead, aim for real, small, imperfect sentences. Short, clear, and spoken. Your brain and mouth will thank you.
And sometimes humor helps. Don't take mistakes too seriously. Laugh at small errors, like that time I said, I cake this, please, in another country.
Classic Alex moment. But see, it worked. Communication still happened. People understood you. That's the point.
Now let's talk about inner voice training. Your inner critic can be louder than your actual voice.
Yes, many learners think, I'm too slow, my accent is bad, I can't talk. Instead, change it to, I'm learning, 1 sentence at a time, or every word I say is progress.
Mindset is huge. When your inner voice is supportive, it's easier to speak naturally. Fear doesn't control you anymore.
And here's a little exercise. Every time you catch your inner critic, pause and say, thank you, brain, I'm still learning. It's simple but powerful.
Okay, now let's focus on daily speaking practice. Here's a simple routine you can do every day. Morning, narrate your morning routine in English. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I make coffee. Afternoon, send a short voice note to a friend or record yourself. Evening, reflect on your day out loud. Today I learned something new. I felt happy. I want to practice more tomorrow.
And even 10 to 15 minutes daily makes a huge difference. Consistency beats perfection every time.
Next tip, reactive speaking. Use small responses during conversations, like, oh really? I understand. That's difficult. It starts the dialogue and gives your brain a moment to form the next sentence.
And you can combine it with questions. For example, friend says, I'm tired from work. You say, oh, really? That's tough. Do you have many projects today?
Short, simple, natural, and you're actually talking, not overthinking.
Another powerful tip is preparing a few ready phrases. Repeat them so they become automatic. Examples, could you repeat that? I don't understand this part. Can you recommend something?
When sentences become automatic, your mouth moves before your brain freezes. That's the magic of ready phrases.
And let's talk about low-pressure practice. This is where mistakes don't matter. Talking to yourself while cooking, recording short voice notes, practicing in front of the mirror.
Think of it like dance practice. You practice alone, then when you dance in front of others, you feel confident. Same with English.
And let's not forget the importance of progress tracking. Keep a small journal. 1 sentence today, 2 sentences tomorrow, a short voice note the day after.
Tiny wins every day equal big improvement over time.
All right, Alex, shall we share one more fun story before we move to vocabulary tips?
Yes, once I went to a coffee shop abroad. I knew exactly what to say, but my brain froze. I ended up saying, "Coffee, yes, please?"
And you got the coffee?
Yes, and the barista smiled. That's what matters. You communicated even imperfectly.
All right, Alex. Another thing that really stops people from speaking is comparison. Their English is so good, mine is terrible.
Oh, yes, the other people are better than me trap. I fall into it sometimes too.
It's sneaky because it makes you freeze. But here's the secret. Everyone makes mistakes. Even native speakers do too.
Absolutely. And the moment you accept mistakes as normal, speaking becomes less scary.
Here's a practical exercise. Today, say one sentence that might be imperfect. Doesn't matter if the grammar is off, just say it.
And then tomorrow, say 2 sentences, then 3. Step by step, your confidence grows without pressure.
And let's talk about vocabulary practice. Many learners freeze because they're worried they don't know the right words.
Yes. One tip, learn words in chunks, short phrases instead of single words. For example, instead of learning tired alone, learn I'm tired today. I feel tired after work. Are you tired?
That way, your brain can pull out a ready phrase quickly. No overthinking.
Another tip, use new words in tiny sentences immediately. Heard challenge? Say out loud, I like a good challenge, or today is challenging. Immediate practice sticks better than memorizing silently.
And while we're at it, engage your senses. Speak out loud, write it down, or even record yourself. The more you interact with words, the easier it is to use them naturally.
Yes, and let's give a funny example. Once I wanted to say, I'm really excited about this project, but my brain scrambled it to, I project excited really this.
That's hilarious. And did you end up laughing too?
Yes, and the team laughed with me, not at me. That's a key point. Mistakes can actually build connection.
Another daily exercise is reaction storytelling. Take one sentence from your day and turn it into a small story. For example, I woke up late. I rushed to work. I spilled my coffee, but I laughed.
Perfect. It's short, real, and you're actually speaking in English.
Step further, add a question. I spilled my coffee, but I laughed. Have you ever spilled coffee? Tiny interaction, huge practice.
And another tip, shadowing practice. Listen to a sentence in English and repeat it immediately. Copy the rhythm, tone, and words. It trains your mouth and brain together.
And don't worry about perfection. Shadowing is about flow and sound, not about getting every word right.
Yes, and after a few weeks, you'll notice you speak faster and more naturally, even in real conversations.
All right, Alex, let's share a mindset trick I love. Flip the fear. Instead of thinking, I'll make mistakes, think, every sentence I say is practice. Every mistake is learning.
That's gold. It changes fear into curiosity. Instead of freezing, you want to experiment with English.
Exactly. And now, let's do a mini challenge for our viewers. 5 sentences today. They can be about your day, your feelings, or something you noticed.
And write one of them in the comments. One sentence I spoke today is, that's your first public step, safe and encouraging.
And remember, progress versus perfection. One imperfect sentence today is worth more than 100 perfect ones in your head tomorrow.
And let's also discuss context practice. Learn phrases for specific situations: coffee shop, office, supermarket, meeting, party. Whatever you do, prepare small sentences for each context.
For example, coffee shop phrases. Hi, can I get a latte, please? Do you have almond milk? Thank you. Have a nice day.
Office phrases. Can I ask a question? I agree with that point. I need some help with this task.
Supermarket phrases. How much is this? Do you have fresh bread? Can I pay by card?
With these ready phrases, you'll stop overthinking and start speaking naturally.
And let's talk about daily micro challenges. Each day, pick one tiny speaking goal. Monday, greet someone in English. Tuesday, ask one question at work. Wednesday, say one sentence to yourself in the mirror. Thursday, send one voice note. Friday, narrate a short story about your day. Saturday, ask a simple question to a friend. Sunday, reflect on your week in English.
Tiny steps every day equal huge improvement in just a few weeks.
And here's a fun tip. Combine English with something you love. Listen to music, watch movies, cook, or play games. Narrate in English while doing it. Makes learning fun.
And laughter is the best tool. Don't be afraid to sound silly. Even silly sentences count as progress.
Exactly. Your voice matters. Your English matters. Stop thinking, start talking. All right, Alex, let's get a little deeper. One thing that stops people is fear of judgment, right?
Absolutely. We think, what if I sound silly? Or what if they laugh?
But honestly, most people are too busy thinking about themselves to judge you. That's the reality.
And even if someone does correct you, it's not the end of the world. Every correction is a lesson, a step forward.
Let's do an exercise with our viewers. Today, pick one sentence you're afraid to say. It can be anything. Then, say it aloud. Record it if you want.
And here's the key. Don't aim for perfect pronunciation. Aim for communication. Even if it's not perfect, your brain and mouth are practicing together.
Another tip, set a no-thinking zone. For example, give yourself 10 seconds to speak, no matter what. It forces your brain to let go and your voice to come out.
That reminds me of a time I was in a meeting. I wanted to give my opinion, but I kept editing the sentence in my head. Then I said to myself, 10 seconds, speak now. And boom, I said a short, clear sentence.
And that's how tiny courage grows into big confidence.
Speaking of confidence, let's talk about body language. Your posture affects your mind. Stand or sit upright. Smile and speak slowly. Your brain feels more confident and your words flow better.
Yes, and paired with deep breathing before speaking, inhale, pause, exhale. It calms your nervous system and quiets overthinking.
Let's combine these into a daily routine for our listeners. Morning, narrate your morning routine in English. Midday, record a voice note or speak in front of the mirror for 3 minutes. Afternoon, shadow a sentence from a podcast or video. Evening, reflect on your day in 5 sentences.
And remember, consistency is more important than length. Even 5 minutes daily makes a huge difference over a month.
All right, time for another tip. Micro storytelling. Take one moment from your day and tell it in 3 sentences.
For example, I made coffee this morning. I spilled some on the counter. I laughed at myself. Short, simple, natural, and English in action.
Add a question to invite interaction. Have you ever spilled coffee? Boom, micro conversation.
Let's talk about reactive speaking again. Small reactions like, oh really? That's nice, or I get you, help you start talking without overthinking.
Yes, combine a reaction plus tiny sentence plus question. That's a full micro dialogue in just a few seconds.
And you can do this anywhere. Cafes, work, online meetings, family dinners, real practice, low pressure.
Now let's discuss vocabulary in context. Instead of memorizing words, learn phrases that are ready to use. For example, I'm feeling tired today instead of just tired. Can I have this, please, instead of just have?
It makes speaking smoother and stops the word-searching panic.
Another tip, practice sentences with emotion. Feel happy, sad, excited, frustrated. Your voice becomes expressive and natural.
Yes, expressive speaking makes conversations more engaging and boosts your confidence.
All right, let's do a fun challenge for viewers. For the next 24 hours, speak in English at least 10 sentences, any context. Record, mirror, or tell a friend.
And comment one sentence you said today. That's your first tiny public step.
Let's also talk about inner dialogue. Your inner critic can be harsh, but you can train it to be supportive.
Example, instead of I can't speak English, say I'm learning. I can speak one sentence at a time.
Tiny changes in self-talk, huge impact on real-life speaking.
Now, Alex, let's share a fun story about speaking under pressure.
Oh, yes. I once had to introduce myself to 50 people in English. My brain was screaming, "Don't say it wrong!"
And what did you do?
I focused on one simple sentence. "Hello, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you." And just repeated it slowly. Everyone smiled. Confidence grew instantly.
Perfect example. Keep it small, simple, and clear. That's all you need to start. All right, Alex, let's get into something I think most learners struggle with. Thinking too much before speaking.
Oh, yes. The classic overthinking trap. You know exactly what you want to say, but your brain keeps editing every word.
Right. And by the time you're ready, the moment is gone. The conversation has moved and you're still stuck.
So here's a simple exercise, the 10-second rule. When you feel the urge to speak, give yourself 10 seconds to say something, anything. Don't worry about grammar, accent, or perfection.
Exactly. And sometimes it helps to start with one word or a short phrase. For example, yes, I agree, interesting, or even, oh, really?
And then your brain slowly unlocks. That small step leads to a full sentence and eventually a conversation.
Another trick, mini dialogues with yourself. Pretend you're talking to a friend, ask a question and answer it, then extend it naturally.
Like, how was your day? It was good. I went for a walk. What about you? Tiny, safe practice, low pressure.
Yes, and it trains your mouth and brain together. You'll notice that real-life conversations feel easier because you've already practiced similar patterns.
All right, let's talk about micro storytelling again. I love this one. Take a tiny moment from your day and expand it into a 3 to 5 sentence story.
For example, I woke up late, I rushed to work, I spilled my coffee, but I laughed. Then I got on the bus and met a friend.
Add a question at the end. Have you ever had a morning like that? Boom! You've created a mini conversation. Practice plus interaction.
And don't forget emotional expression. Your brain remembers experiences with feelings attached. If you feel excited, frustrated, or happy while speaking, your memory anchors those sentences, making future speaking easier.
Let's give another practical exercise. Reactive speaking practice. Watch a video or listen to someone talk and react out loud with phrases like, "Oh, really? I get it. That's interesting."
Short reactions plus a follow-up question equals micro-conversation in seconds. You're speaking, not overthinking, and your confidence builds naturally.
Now, Kate, let's talk about ready phrases for real-life situations. They're golden for breaking the ice.
Absolutely. A few I love are, could you repeat that? I don't understand this part. Can you recommend something? Hi, can I get a coffee, please? I'm learning English. Can we speak slowly?
And when these become automatic, your mouth moves without panic. No frozen brain.
Another tip, low pressure practice zones. Think no grades, no judgment, no tests. Talk to yourself while cooking. Record a short voice note for a friend. Practice in front of a mirror.
And slowly, low-pressure practice translates into real-life confidence.
Let's add vocabulary context tips. Instead of memorizing words alone, memorize phrases.
Example, instead of tired, say, I'm tired today. I feel tired after work. Or, are you tired?
This reduces the searching for words panic. Your sentences flow naturally.
And here's a fun tip, practice English with hobbies. While cooking, narrate. While playing games, describe actions. While watching a series, repeat dialogues.
And mini challenges help. One day, speak 5 sentences aloud. The next day, record a short voice note. The next day, ask a simple question to someone. Step by step, your English voice gets stronger.
And humor works wonders. Don't be afraid to say silly sentences. Mistakes equals progress.
Now, let's talk about mindset. Your inner voice can either be your enemy or coach.
Instead of, I can't speak English, try, I'm learning. Every sentence I say counts.
Tiny changes in self-talk make massive impact in real life.
Now, another practical hack, flip fear into curiosity. What happens if I say this instead of, I hope I don't sound silly?
Yes, curiosity encourages experimentation. You try, you speak, you learn without pressure.
Let's give another challenge. One imperfect sentence today. Record it, say it out loud, or tell a friend. Celebrate that tiny victory.
And for bonus points, shadowing practice. Listen to a sentence in English and repeat it immediately, copying tone, rhythm, and stress.
Not perfect? Doesn't matter. Flow and sound are the goal. Your brain and mouth train together.
And after a few weeks, you'll notice automatic sentences, natural pronunciation, and less fear.
Now, let's do a tiny word tour. A few words we use today that are powerful. Overthinking, thinking too much so it stops action. Mute, no voice, silent. Perfectionism, wanting everything perfect, blocking progress. Low pressure, relaxed, safe practice. Progress, moving forward step by step. Under construction, work in progress, not finished. Reaction words, small responses to show listening. Ready phrases, practiced sentences ready to use.
Remember, one tiny sentence today is already progress. English is under construction. Your voice matters.
And finally, let's end with a challenge. Speak 10 sentences today. Imperfect is perfect, and share one in the comments. Celebrate courage, not perfection.
You've got this. Stop thinking, start talking, and watch your English voice grow stronger every day.
Thank you for spending this time with us. Keep practicing, keep laughing, and keep speaking, no matter what.
This was Life in Motion. I'm Kate.
I'm Alex.
We'll see you in the next episode. Your progress doesn't end here. It's just the beginning.